Okay, as above, so below. If you saw the trailer for this movie, that it summed up the film very, very well. We have a bunch of explorers who are in the French catacombs. Ironically, I think, were one of the very first, or one of the very first groups to actually get permission to film in the catacombs. So they are legitimately filming some scenes in the freaking catacombs. Essentially, it is an underground graveyard that is chock full of hundreds of thousands of bodies. So they're walking through and it's a wall of human skulls and bones. That's actual human skulls and bones. That's pretty intense right there alone. Why are they underneath there? Looking for the Philosopher's Stone. This film actually does very well when it comes to a lot of different styles of conflict. Since you've got people in a confined space, so you do have man versus man. Man versus nature, confined space. Beautiful use of claustrophobia. I mean, very, very tense. If you like the film like Descent, this one is kind of like its supernatural, kind of like a supernatural version of it, and supernatural. The only downside is a lot of the really good moments were in the trailers. The guy's like, "Oh, I had this piano when I was growing up, but I had a key that didn't work." Dun, 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 dun. Oh my God, it's the same piano. So the moments like that were kind of ruined in the trailer, but actually it's done very well. Not a huge fan of found footage ones. It does have a lot of shaky cam, which ends up being good for a couple of things. One, it allows you to kind of skimp when it comes to cinematography, because you very like, oh, it's all POV shots. It's pretty easy to do. It also means too that when it comes to effects, practical effects and things of that nature, they're not going to be on the screen for very long. So it's going to be a quick kind of like pan. What the, you saw someone that sticks up from the background, hand back to it. It may or may not still be there, or it could be leaving the shot. So good use of that. Overall plot, actually pretty good. I've watched a lot of horror films. A lot of them have very, very thin plots. This one actually is pretty decent. They do throw out a lot of dialogue that if you're not paying attention to a lot of it, you will kind of miss some little tidbits here and there. Other than that, another bright point, small cast. So you actually mildly care for the people involved. Before people say, I didn't care about anybody. If you watch a lot of horror film, a lot of them are direct to DVD. Direct to DVD, direct to video, direct to Netflix, direct to YouTube in some cases. They are very, very stock when it comes to the characters, and they get almost no development. So any amount of development, whether it's, you find out what this guy did, little bits pieces about his family. It's enough development to make you kind of go, they're in a high tense situation. I kind of care for some of these characters. So, enjoyable, interesting movie. Does it have flaws? Yeah. Definitely worth a watch, though. I won't say it's, I absolutely love Descent. I thought Descent 2 wasn't anywhere near as good, but the first Descent was just freaking perfect when it came to a movie that I saw in theaters, because it was just, the whole theater left kind of going, oh man. So nice claustrophobic feeling. I like the supernatural elements. They keep them kind of to a minimum. There are some spots where you're kind of not a big fan of that, but a lot of it is done very well. Perfect movie? No. Very good movie? Yes. Do they kind of have some hiccups every now and then? Yeah, but that's to be expected.